when you are amongst people, what are the words that you're using to describe yourselves? And would you like to have some tips? Then stay tuned. Aloha, 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 beautiful soul. Welcome at Wednesday We. There has been this scientific experiment, I already spoke about it in Monday Me, of Masaru Emoto, and he discovered the effect of emotions on water. Now, our body is composed of more than 70% of water. So that means that if emotions have effect on the outlook of water when it is frozen, he was freezing little droplets of water that had been shouted to or that had been talked to in a loving way, complimented and those kind of things. And there was really a difference. There was an immense difference between water that was listening to softening music and water that was listening to like aggressive music. So if we would take that experiment and apply it to Wednesday We, you and your outer world, then we could say the words that you're using to describe yourself when you are amongst people, that they have an effect on how you look at yourself. They have an effect on your emotions. They have an effect on your water, and you're composed of more than 70% water. You want to take good care of that, right? So when we dive into this subject, and this time it's really about the words that you're using to describe yourself when you are amongst other people. Now, I can imagine when you are amongst your friends, those words are different. When you are amongst your siblings or your parents or your caretakers, those words are also different. When you are amongst people you don't know that well, those words are different. But what I'm talking about here is that you, no matter what the relationship is with the people you're talking to, is that you are already becoming conscious about the words that you're using, because that's always the first thing, right? That you become aware of your message. You become aware of what you're saying and how you are saying it. And from there you can take the next step and change that language consciously. So let me give you an example. Imagine you are there at like a birthday party in a restaurant, and you know some people of the family that is of the person who has a birthday, but a lot of people you don't know, and you're sitting next to someone and they're asking, "Oh, who are you? Can you tell me a bit about yourself?" And you would say, I just started my coaching company. And there's so much to learn. There's so many things I don't know. What will be the conversation about? I can tell you one thing. The chances that this person is coming with a load of advices for you of all the things you have to know, all the things you have to practice, all the things that you can say and cannot say, all the things you still have to learn, all the, I don't know, maybe other coaches that are doing the same or that are doing differently and their experience, and probably the stories are about the field experiences. So that is the kind of conversation you have created. Now, you are at the same party, you are at the same restaurant, you're talking to someone else that you don't know, that you have not talked with before, and that person says, "Oh, tell me a bit about yourself." And you would go and say, "I just started my coaching business and I am so thrilled about helping these people. There's so many people that can make use of what it is that I am teaching them." then that person would say, okay, what is it that you're teaching? What is it that you are talking about with your coaches? And you have a completely different conversation. Chances are that this will be a conversation where they are asking you questions, where they are interested in what you're saying, where they want to know if this, what you are talking about, maybe applies to them too. You see, so it's a totally different conversation, but you started it. You were the one that was in charge of that conversation, and you are the one that can flip it. So go ahead and flip those conversations. With you improving your self-talk, Monday me, and then improving the way you talk about yourself when you are amongst others, you are reinforcing from two sides your inner talk. You are improving from the inside and the outside the way that people are going to relate to you. You are changing the way you relate to others. You talk to others, you talk to yourself, but with that you are an example. You're becoming an example for the other one. And with that you make a massive change. Because when we get in that trap of like unconscious or subconscious talk, repeating the patterns, repeating the words that we have been telling ourselves, we continue having the same kind of experiences. So if you are ready to have a new experience, then change that talk. All is energy. So when you are applying positive words and positive energy to whatever it is, whatever situation you are in, you are making a difference for yourself and for the people around you. I believe in you. Wishing you so much joy on this journey. See you.